Before you enter this realm, I'd like to read this dedication, which will be inscribed on a plaque. Frontierland. It is here that we experience the story of our country's past. The color, romance, and drama of frontier America as it developed from wilderness trails to roads, riverboats, railroads, and civilization. A tribute to the faith, courage, and ingenuity of our hardy pioneers who blazed the trails and made this progress possible.
And this is Frontierland.
After the D23 Expo this past weekend, in this detail, Disney executives were very, very sly and very careful not to reveal it in the showcase, because if this was revealed in the Saturday theme park showcase, they would have been booed to hell. What's going on here with this new information about the new Cars attraction that they announced for Magic Kingdom? There is enough space behind that park for expansion, behind Thunder Mountain, behind Fantasyland at that park. But no, they're not going to do that. They're going to do what they do best in replacing classic areas and lands and attractions for just a generic IP. In this case, they're going to just plaster, and this is from the Disney Parks blog, they're going to plaster the Cars attractions, this racetrack, right over the Rivers of America and Tom Sawyer Island at Magic Kingdom. They don't care about the substance of that. It's fluff over substance in this case. They don't care about the fact that Walt at Disneyland built the Rivers of America and what's it called? It's not the Liberty Bell there. It's the Mark Twain and Tom Sawyer Island there. It was American idealism. It was American culture. It was the frontier. It was adventure. It was authentic, and it had substance and meaning behind it. In this case, Disney is removing all of that at Magic Kingdom, which was another way of having Disneyland over there in that park, but with little variations here and there. But it was still the same idealistic American theme park. They're gonna replace all of that for cartoon cars. And I'm glad I went about a month ago to Magic Kingdom for my first time at Walt Disney World. And I was able to basically see the Rivers of America there and the Liberty Bell, and it looked amazing. I saw it almost at the golden hour, sunset time, and it looked amazing. The one at Disneyland is bigger, and it looks amazing there also around that time. And it looks like they're going to have like a whole Alps snowy area here. And then next to it right here, we see that it's Frontierland right here. Let me show you better. It's Frontierland right here, and then over here you have like the snow Alps right here, like a Matterhorn type of area in snowy mountains. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. So in this Disney Parks vlog, they basically say right here, it's time to leave Radiator Springs and head to the west into exciting new locations to make way for this completely new frontier. The Rivers of America and Tom Sawyer Island will be transformed into a vast and rugged terrains for a rally race with some of the world's most iconic racers. There are some shills and supporters that are like, yeah, finally, we don't need all that old and stale area there. Like old and stale, as I said earlier in the video at the beginning, the Liberty Bell, the Rivers of America, and Tom Sawyer Island have more substance than any of this will. This is just cartoon cars and races. Where is the substance around that? Somebody here on Twitter, Save the Magic, says it's going to be Epcot disruption, look like nothing. It's jammed right up to 1890s Frontier Town. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. All these like high-tech cars in this 1800s theme land. All right, so let's check our Google Earth here for a bit. This is what it's going to be. If we go back to the concept art here, all the way at the top, the bottom here is the station for the Liberty Bell. Over here is Tiana's Bayou and Thunder Mountain, and here is the walkway of let me scroll down, of Frontierland. Now we go to the Google Earth. That's that right there. This is Thunder Mountain, Tiana's Bayou, although they have Splash Mountain there, rightfully so instead. And this is the station for Liberty Bell. This is basically everything that's gonna be covered with this Cars area. That area at like golden hour, and really nice pictures of that area. I wish I had taken some more photographs. I will definitely be going back to Orlando, Magic Kingdom, to just immerse myself more in that before they completely destroy it. I'll definitely be exploring the island, Tom Sawyer's Island, get on the Liberty Bell, shooting a whole video of it, putting that video up on the channel, making sure it's all well documented, probably doing a whole walkthrough of what's called Frontierland, Definitely gonna make sure I document that for this channel. The water is really needed for these theme parks because especially for this one, it gets really hot, especially on this kind of ground, paved ground that they have here. This is in the trees, all the trees here, just the shade area. It must be a nice break from the crowds and the sun to go there on that island, get a nice cold drink. They also have restrooms there. Just be able to rest there for a bit, a nice hour or so, and just then continue on with your day. Where in the park are they gonna have anything like this anymore? I like the Cars movies. The first 3 were fine. The first one is the best one. I like the land at California Adventure. The ride, that's the best ride they have at California Adventure, Radiator Springs. But this does not belong at Magic Kingdom. And if it did, it should have gone back here. Look, let me go back here. Let me zoom out a bit. It should have gone, and let me just change the perspective a bit. It should have gone back here. It should have gone back here, over here. Let me zoom out. There's plenty of space back here. But it looks like this is where Villains Land is going to go. There's also plenty of expansion right here. But it looks like they want to use all of this for Villains Land. And this right here, just this little small space right here is going to be for the racetracks. And it's going to be covered with pavement and these fake mountains and snow. I also noticed that there is expansion. There's space for expansion right here. And then look at all of this right here. Like, it just takes a couple of paths that they have to construct to lead people to an expansion part of their park here. They are trying to compete with Universal. This is not competition. Are they going to fill all of this with Villains Land? Villains Land is just a direct reaction to Dark Universe at Epic Universe. Villains Land, in my opinion, is overrated. A lot of the Dark Universe monsters like Dracula, Frankenstein, the Phantom of the Opera, those are monsters and characters based on literature. And those are movies that saved Universal during the Depression era from going bankrupt. Those movies made them bucks that saved the studio then. Villains Land is just a bunch of female villains and some male villains from the cartoon animated movies from the 90s and 80s and all the way back to the 30s and 40s, a couple of them there that are going to be represented here. And a lot of those don't have a lot of substance besides past those movies. They don't have a lot of substance past those movies. And it's just good luck on the theming. The concept art that they showed, and I'll put it right here on the screen, the concept art that they showed right there is just concept art. We've been disappointed with Tiana's and Galaxy's Edge. From concept art to actually being built, it doesn't look anything like it. So don't get your hopes up on that concept art. Let me know what you think. This is a big fail, in my opinion, from Disney Parks and Walt Disney World. And this is going to be very controversial as we move on in the years and as things are going to be closing there. If you're planning to go to Walt Disney World, definitely check out Tom Sawyer Island, check out the Rivers of America, get on the Liberty Bell, and show Disney that those attractions, that land still matters. I'm definitely going to be going back for that reasons before it closes. I know at Disneyland, I'm going to be appreciating more the Rivers of America that we have there and Tom Sawyer Island more. When I go, I try to go at least once to that island, Tom Sawyer Island, Pirate's Lair, because it's a nice kind of break from the crowds and the running around, going to attractions. Even when I go just vlogging, it's a nice little break. Just sit down, get some shade, do a little bit of, it's not really hiking, but just do a little bit of walking and exploring in there. And they have like these caves I can go in there, and it has like pirate treasure. It's really immersive, really fun, and it's also relaxing. And it's sad that they're losing this. They're losing this, the park, the definition of going to a park at this theme park, because that's what this provided. It provided a relaxing area, and now it's just going to be more stuff being thrown at the guests to try to go and like go get on this attraction. Just more stress. They need to have a balance and a rhythm where amongst all the stressful and breakneck speed stuff that you're doing, going to the attractions, you need to have your parts in the park where you can relax. There's shade and it's beautiful to look at as well. Unfortunately, Disney does not understand that today. If Walt was alive today, he would be firing a lot of these people making these decisions. So thank you again for watching. If you like this video, hit that like button. In the meantime, I'll see you guys later.